Wikipedia wik-ih-PEE-dee-ə or wik-ih is a multilingual free online encyclopedia written and maintained by a community of volunteers through open collaboration in a wiki-based editing system. Its editors are known as Wikipedians. Wikipedia is the largest and most read reference work in history. It is consistently one of the 10 most popular websites ranked by SimilarWeb and formerly Alexa. As of 2022, Wikipedia was ranked the 7th most popular site. It is hosted by the Wikimedia Foundation, an American non-profit organization funded mainly through donations. On January 15, 2001, Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger launched Wikipedia. Sanger coined its name as a blend of wiki and encyclopedia. Wales was influenced by the spontaneous order ideas associated with Friedrich Hayek and the Austrian School of Economics after being exposed to these ideas by Austrian economist and Mises Institute senior fellow Mark Thornton. Initially available only in English, versions in other languages were quickly developed. Its combined editions comprise more than 59 million articles, attracting around 2 billion unique device visits per month and more than 17 million edits per month as of November 2020. In 2006, Time magazine stated that the policy of allowing anyone to edit had made Wikipedia the biggest encyclopedia in the world. Wikipedia has received praise for its enablement of the democratization of knowledge, extent of coverage, unique structure, culture, and reduced degree of commercial bias, but criticism for exhibiting systemic bias, particularly gender bias against women and alleged ideological bias. The reliability of Wikipedia was frequently criticized in the 2000s, but has improved over time, as Wikipedia has been generally praised in the late 2010s and early 2020s. The website's coverage of controversial topics such as American politics and major events like the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russian invasion of Ukraine has received substantial media attention. It has been censored by world governments, ranging from specific pages to the entire site. In April 2018, Facebook and YouTube announced that they would help users detect fake news by suggesting fact-checking links to related Wikipedia articles. Articles on breaking news are often accessed as a source of frequently updated information about those events. Plot. In 1953 London, Agatha Christie's play The Mousetrap celebrates its 100th performance, and sleazy American director Leo Kopernik attempts to convince producer John Wolfe to allow him to direct the film adaptation. After Kopernik's drunken behavior towards the female lead Sheila Sim leads to a fist fight with her husband and CO star Richard Attenborough, Kopernik is killed backstage by an unseen assailant. Inspector Stoppard investigates the murder, shadowed by the inexperienced Constable Stalker. Everyone at the theater is declared a suspect and a potential victim, including the play's producer Petula Spencer and Wolfe's wife Adana Romney. Stoppard attempts to close the theater until the murder is solved, but the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Harold Scott, intervenes, assigning Stalker to assist in the investigation. Stoppard and Stalker search Kopernik's room at the Savoy Hotel, finding his address book of women's details. The hotel manager recalls Kopernik's violent argument with screenwriter Mervyn Cocker Norris, who admits to arguing with Kopernik over the director's vision for an action-packed ending for the Mousetrap film. Mervyn, who lives with his hot-headed nephew Joe, remembers a plain woman arriving at the hotel with Kopernik's son. Stoppard and Stalker question Wolfe, who was blackmailed by Kopernik after he discovered Wolfe's affair with his assistant, Ann Dennis, an usher at the theater, offers an unhelpful description of a suspicious figure. Attenborough and Sim are questioned as well. Spencer explains that she optioned the Mousetrap's film rights to Wolfe, but he would be contractually unable to produce the adaptation until the show had closed. At a pub, Stoppard bonds with Stalker and reveals that his unfaithful wife left him after having a child with another man. Driving a drunken Stoppard home, Stalker finds news articles and a picture of his ex-wife, fitting Mervyn's description of a homely woman with glasses. Combined with Dennis' description, this leads Stalker to suspect Stoppard may be the killer, and she searches for his ex-wife in Copernic's address book. Stoppard and Stalker attend a performance of The Mousetrap, during which Mervyn, Wolf, Dennis, Joe, and Stoppard leave the auditorium. Stalker soon follows after watching Stoppard retrieve his gloves. In the foyer, Mervyn is strangled to death by a gloved figure. Stalker spots Stoppard kneeling over the body and gives chase, knocking him unconscious with a snow shovel. Stoppard awakens in a cell, and Stalker and Scott accuse him of carrying out the murders. Stalker has summoned Joyce, the mother of Copernic's son, but she is not Stoppard's ex-wife, exonerating him. Stalker escorts Joyce and her son home, and Joyce mentions overhearing a man with a village idiot accent. Reading through Mervyn's research on the mousetrap, Stoppard realizes the identity of the killer and races to the suspect's apartment, where Stalker has already burst inside and found the necessary evidence. The killer is Dennis. Attenborough, Sim, Wolf, Anne, Spencer, and her elderly mother arrive at the home of Agatha Christie in Wallingford, Berkshire, having received invitations to dinner. The butler Fellows is perplexed by their arrival, but Christie's husband, Max Mallowan, allows them inside. The group are held at gunpoint by Dennis, whom Spencer's mother recognizes as Dennis Corrigan, an abused child whose brother's death inspired the plot of The Mousetrap. Dennis explains that he killed Copernic and Mervyn in an attempt to stop the play and its adaptation, disgusted by the exploitation of his brother's tragedy for entertainment. Having forged the invitations to lure everyone together, Dennis has captured Edana, mistaking her for Christie. Christie enters with tea, including a poisoned cup for Dennis which Fellows inadvertently drinks instead. An armed Stoppard arrives and a shootout ensues. Sim distracts Dennis with a Molotov cocktail, and Stalker nearly takes a bullet to save Stoppard, matching Copernic's story pitch, before Agatha dispatches Dennis with a shovel. It is revealed that the bullet did, in fact, hit Stoppard. Some time later, Stalker passes her sergeant's exams and a recovering Stoppard receives the King's Police and Fire Services Medal, and they attend another performance of The Mousetrap together. Cast. Production. The film was announced in November 2020 as an untitled mystery film from Searchlight Pictures, with Tom George on board to direct from a screenplay by Mark Chappell. Filming wrapped by April 2021. The title was revealed to be See How They Run in July 2021. Release. See How They Run was theatrically released in the UK on September 9, 2022, and in the US on September 16. The film was originally set for a September 30 release in the US, but was brought forward by 2 weeks due to the lack of major studio product late in the year. Reception.